Welcome back. So today is going to be one of the first videos of the best of 2015. So you might see a couple of the Holy Grail all-time amazing products, but for the most part these are like my favorite of the year. So it may or may not be anything released of this year. It's just going to be all about what I feel are the best of the products that I've used this year. So let's get started. There are going to be several videos that I'm going to have throughout this month posting for that. This one is going to be kind of like from start to finish, such as primers and setting products. The next one is concealers and foundations. The one after that, I haven't decided on what direction I'm going to go after that. It could be skincare, it could be eyes and palettes, brows, whatever. But I'm going to at least try to post one a week because we don't have that many weeks left before the end of the month. I might have a couple, maybe like 2 videos within a 1 week period. So we'll just see. I don't know how that's going to play out. So let's get started. So let's start with primers, and I'm going to go from, there's 3 primers that I would definitely say have been my favorite for this year, and we're going to kind of count down 3, 2, and then the first, you know, the number 1. So the third one is the Monostat Complete Chafing, Complete Care Chafing Relief Gel. Yeah, I had to get it out. So this is a powder gel. So you have, the finish is just amazing. It's like, you know, a clear product. It's very similar to Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and it goes on really smooth. So it really feels like a gel. However, when it goes on, you can feel like you can't really feel the powder, but it's just, it kind of fills in the gaps of your skin, and it kind of settles in and gives you like a baby smooth finish. So it's awesome because it really kind of sets the tone for your makeup and gives you a soft look, kind of like you photoshopped your face a little bit and kind of like, you know, smooth the skin and got rid of the wrinkles. It's just, it's really good. And the fact that it is an inexpensive product is amazing. So generally I have kind of like been a little snob when it comes to brands. I feel like, you know, if you don't spend a lot of money for it, it can't be that great, especially when I've tried some drugstore foundations and I'm like, they're not good, you know, or they're not as great as I felt like some of the hype on YouTube was. I'm like, you know, my Becca or my NARS or whatever is, you know, amazing. But anyway, I'm glad I've kind of ventured out the box a little bit and began to try a couple other things, because this right here is something that I feel like you ought to try. So if you have dry skin, it can work. You really, you know, it is not going to dry out your skin. Just make sure that you have a really good moisturizer. If you have normal skin, it will definitely work. If you have combination skin, definitely use this in your non-oily areas. You want to kind of mattify your oily areas and treat them properly. And if you have oily skin all over, you might not want to do this, because I don't put this in my T-zone because I am oily. It may work, it may not, but if you use it and you're oily, you really need to combat it with either something with a mattifying product, such as a matte foundation. You don't want to use a foundation that has a little bit of luminous glow to it, and then you're using this, because with your natural oil, you'll be shining like a monkey. Do not do that. You'll be looking like a grease person, somebody who works, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna leave that alone. So the second product was the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector, and not just the matte portion of it, but the fact that it actually helps fill the pores of my nose. I think it's a really good product. It's $38. There's a couple other products that are mattifying that I want to try because I've heard that they're really good, but for me personally, this is what I've used for my T-zone all year, and I love it. So I was kind of hesitant whenever the Makeup Forever came out, and then the Sasha. Heard some good things about that, because I'm like, well, if you have something that's good, I mean, you know, it's hard for me when I have products that are like, I feel like are amazing for me to venture out. But a couple of times I've tried this, and when I used it, I kind of like was busy doing something else, and then when I put it on and I got sidetracked, and when I put my foundation on, I was like, hold on, you know, this is kind of caking up a little bit. So it's not perfect. It's not a 5-star product. However, for me in my oily areas, I just had to figure out how to work it. And when I did figure out how to work it for me and what the foundations that I use, it became an amazing product. But I figured I'd just mention it. So the number one primer to me this year is the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and it works for pretty much everybody. I mean, it's sensitive. This is a sensitive formula. You can pick it up at a drugstore, Walmart, Target, wherever. And what it basically is, you just need a little bit of a product. So this is the way the product appears. It's like a milky, thick, milky, liquid looking substance. Yeah, really. And you just need like a dime size, and it works throughout your whole face. Your makeup will be set flawlessly. It looks really good. It just has this kind of like, I don't know, you can feel it on your the finish on your face a little bit. And just your makeup just goes on so smooth. It kind of like gives you like a kind of like a silk type finish. Maybe that's not the best way to describe it. So it seems to have like silky, jelly looking finish when you put it on, and then when you apply your makeup on top of it, it's just like, whoa, you know, you have that effect. So I think it was like 6 something, 7 something, I don't know, don't give me the line, I don't remember how much it was, but it was less than $10, I will tell you that. And it lasts an incredibly long time. I haven't even used half of it, and I've been using it for, I want to say, about 7 months, maybe more than that, I don't remember. But it is a really good product, and I would say that's like a holy grail product. So the first holy grail product out of this year is the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. So I would definitely recommend get your hands on it. If you get it and it don't work for you, you can always give it to a man in your life. I mean, you know, they shave, they'll use it. I don't know. So next stop, so those are the primers. Moving on to the powders. Now, basically, let's start with the baking powders. Now, the baking powders that I have, there are 2 that I feel like are the best that I've used this year. And that is let's start with the second. The Sacha Buttercup powder. And then the first I would say is a Laura Mercier. Now the Sacha Buttercup is a yellowish tone setting powder, and it is not as thick as the Ben Nye. If you've ever tried them, you'll know what I'm talking about when you use them, and it's just like the granules are a little bit smaller, and so it has a softer, almost like a softer feel. To me personally, that's just what I feel. This is $20. You can download the Sacha Cosmetics app or go to their website, and of course there's some discount codes out there. I think Nietzsche B has one. You could check out her YouTube page to get her code for that. But that is a really good product. I've recently bought the pressed powder, which is also good for baking as well, but because I just bought it, I figured, you know, don't mention it. But the loose powder is definitely a favorite of mine. Now, the reason why the Laura Mercier to me kind of like has the #1 spot is because this one, it's just so soft. Now, I thought going from Ben Nye when I bought the Sacha and it was so smooth and silky compared to the Ben Nye that it was just like, oh my goodness, can anything get better? But then when I bought the Laura Mercier, the translucent setting powder, I was like, so it did get better. See, that's what I get for continuing to venture out. So it is a more expensive product. This is 30 something, and this, I think 35 or 38, and this one was 20. So if you are on a budget, definitely go ahead and get this, because you get the discount code on, and you know, get a discount off of the 20. Or you can sign up for, you know, their sales and stuff like that, and see if you can get a deal like the Cyber Monday, or was it Black Friday was half off. But for the Laura Mercier, I mean, good luck on that. Yeah, so you pretty much need to be VIB, and the 2 times a year where you get the discount, buy it then. But it is an amazing product. I must say, one of the issues that I've had when the weather got a little bit cooler, my skin was a little bit drier, and using you know, the sponges and stuff like that to put the product on, it was, I guess it was putting on too much, and it really started to kind of crease and cake. Even like my best concealers that do not crease and cake. But I actually switched, instead of using the sponges, started using the Real Techniques setting brush, and it allowed me to put the right amount of product on, and I would swirl the setting, the Laura Mercier, into those areas and kind of fill up all the gaps. Yeah, fill in all the gaps, so I didn't have any kind of like cracking or creasing. So these two definitely have saved my makeup for the cooler months where my skin, especially my under eye, has been like dry. So definitely I would recommend the Real Techniques setting brush, amazing, and then the Laura Mercier. Now, moving on here, the sprays I wanted to go over is the MAC prep+Prime Fix Plus. The MAC prep+Prime Fix Plus to me is awesome as far as prepping your face for your makeup and kind of bringing a little bit of that moisture back, especially with all those powders that you're setting your face with. It's really good to kind of like give you a non-dry look after setting your makeup. However, I really don't feel like it does anything to lengthen the life of your makeup. So that's great for prepping, but it's not so great as far as lasting. Now the Ben Nye Final Seal is basically a long-lasting makeup sealer. Now the one that I have is matte, and I've used this to cover tattoos. So for weddings and things like that, this will be in my bag. I used this when I was doing Halloween makeup for clients, so that was amazing to be able to, you know, make sure that their, you know, makeup or costume stuff is going to stay on all day. So the only thing about this is you have to basically set it, let it dry, set it again, let it dry, set it again, just to make sure that you have that finish. But I'm telling you, touching your face, I've used it summertime to, if I'm not going to be outside and of course it's hot, I'm going to be sweating. I don't want to sweat off my makeup, which is issues that I've had in years past. This baby, my makeup not going anywhere, boo. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere. So awesome, love the product, and to get it off you just need some coconut oil and some makeup wipes. That's it, easy peasy. Alright, the last product is basically, I said I wasn't going to mention it, then I was like, you know, go ahead and mention it, but the do-it-yourself setting spray, to me, this is the best setting spray that I've ever had. Some of the setting sprays, I really didn't feel a difference. I didn't feel a difference in my makeup. However, making this on my own was the best thing I could have ever done. The products are like less than $10. I would say if you do the simple one, it's $10, less than 10. But I use a lemon oil, essential oil lemon scent. So that was a couple dollars, which you can get a essential oils from TJ Maxx. They have them, Marshalls, but it's basically water, glycerin, and I put in my essential oils to, you know, as much as I wanted to get the scent or the amount of scent or aroma that I was looking for. shook it up real good, and voila. So you do have to have a filtered water, pure water, spring water, something like that in a bottle. And then you need glycerin, liquid glycerin. So I think I still have the video up. If not, if you don't see it, I'll try to link it. If not, if you're interested, I'll put that up. But this, I've made this months ago and it's still here, and to me, hands down, making this yourself will not only save you money, but you can make it, you can strengthen it to your likes. When I mean strengthen it, to put the amount of glycerin. So if you want more of a water base, for, you know, certain, to fit your skin type, you can. But if you need more glycerin, and the glycerin, the product itself kind of sets and seals my makeup and makes it last. So I've been using that, and hands down, I kid you not, I never fail, you know, to be able to be amazed with the amount of makeup that doesn't come off. You know, like generally I hated using my cell phone, you know, without using some sort of Bluetooth, because as soon as you touch it to your face, you've got a lot of makeup. But now, that and the way that I apply my makeup now, I don't have those problems. Yeah, you'll see some, but it's nowhere near what it used to be as far as how much I see on my clothing, how much I see on my cell phone. So that's it. So I hope this is not gonna be a long video for you guys. I hope you're like, girl, hurry up. But that is it for this first one. Stay tuned. I'll have the next one up either later this week or the beginning of next week. So thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys next time. Bye.